The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:21. Let's talk. Because somewhere between the joke and the viral clip, between the millions of views and the careless laughter, we've forgotten something very basic. Meghan Markle is a human being. Yes, she's a duchess. Yes, she's famous. But before the headlines, before the royal titles, before the relentless scrutiny, she is a woman, a mother, a daughter, a person. And it should never be acceptable to publicly degrade a woman for sport, no matter who she is. Meghan Markle, a name known across the globe. It evokes images, headlines, and countless opinions. She exists in the public consciousness, a figure often discussed. Yet behind the name, behind the carefully crafted images and the relentless media glare, there is a human being, a person with thoughts, feelings, and a life lived beyond the lens. This simple truth can sometimes become lost. It can be obscured by the sheer volume of public commentary that surrounds such individuals. It is easy to forget the person when the persona is so large. Public figures often become symbols. They become projections of our own hopes, fears, or frustrations. But they remain, at their core, individuals. They experience joy and sorrow, triumph and challenge, just as we all do. Their lives, though lived under extraordinary scrutiny, are still human lives. They navigate relationships, pursue passions, and seek meaning. This fundamental humanity deserves to be acknowledged always. The narrative surrounding Meghan Markle has often been intense. Her every action, every word, is frequently analysed and debated. This constant spotlight can be incredibly demanding. Recently, comments made by Joe Rogan regarding Meghan Markle drew considerable attention. These remarks, intended perhaps as humour, were perceived by many as mockery. Mockery, even when cloaked in jest, can have a significant impact. It is not merely about the individual targeted. It sends a ripple outwards, affecting societal norms and shaping what is considered acceptable discourse. When public figures engage in mockery, it can inadvertently grant permission for others to do the same. This can be a subtle but powerful effect. The act of mocking often involves reducing a person to a caricature. It simplifies their complexities and dismisses their experiences. This can be particularly damaging when the target is already subject to intense public scrutiny. It contributes to a climate where disrespect can thrive. Words that belittle or demean, even if not intended with malice, can erode the foundations of respectful communication. They can make it harder for genuine dialogue to take place. The laughter of some can become the pain of others, a stark reminder of words' power. Section 4. The delicate boundary, distinguishing critique from cruelty. There is a vital distinction to be made. It is the difference between fair critique and harmful mockery. Critique is essential for a healthy society. It involves analysing actions, policies, or public statements. It can be robust, challenging, and even uncomfortable. Yet, its aim is often constructive. It seeks to understand, to improve, or to hold power accountable. Fair critique focuses on the issues, on the substance, rather than attacking the inherent worth or dignity of an individual. It invites discussion and debate. Mockery, on the other hand, often aims to diminish. It frequently targets personal attributes or circumstances. It seeks to elicit ridicule rather than reflection. Harmful mockery closes down conversation. It can create an atmosphere of hostility and fear. It can make individuals reluctant to speak out or participate in public life. While humour has its place, when it crosses into personal derision, it moves away from constructive dialogue and into the realm of personal attack. This line, though sometimes fine, is crucial to recognise. Section 5. A shared experience. Other voices in the storm of scrutiny. The experience of facing intense public mockery or unfair criticism is not unique to Meghan Markle. Public figures across many fields, politics, arts, science, activism, have found themselves subjected to undue scrutiny. Their characters have been assailed, their motives questioned, often with little basis, in fact. It shows our tendency to simplify complex individuals into heroes or villains, Consider pioneering women in science who faced ridicule for challenging norms. Political leaders too have endured deeply personal attacks beyond policy disagreements. Their stories remind us that public opinion can be fickle. Social media has amplified the reach and intensity of public commentary. Section 6. The power of the platform. A call for responsibility. Those who command large platforms possess a significant power. Whether they are broadcasters, podcasters, influencers, or journalists, their words reach vast audiences. This reach comes with an inherent responsibility. It is the responsibility to inform, yes, but also to consider the tone and potential impact of their communication. A casual remark from a widely followed individual can ignite a firestorm of debate. It can shape public opinion in profound ways. It can also cause real harm if not wielded with care. This responsibility extends beyond mere factual accuracy. It encompasses the ethical dimension of communication. Are the words chosen likely to foster understanding or division? Do they encourage thoughtful reflection or reactive outrage? Those with a megaphone have the opportunity to elevate discourse. They can model respectful disagreement. They can champion nuanced perspectives. Conversely, they can also contribute to a coarsening of public debate where sensationalism and personal attacks become the norm. Section 7. Cultivating kinder landscapes, a new standard for discourse. The time has come to actively cultivate kinder landscapes in our public discourse. This is not a call for censorship. It is not an appeal to silence dissenting voices. Rather, it is an invitation to elevate the quality of our conversations. It is a plea for respect, empathy, and accountability in our public discourse. This new standard begins with each of us. It involves pausing before we share, comment, or create. It means asking if our words build up or tear down. It requires seeing the humanity in others, even those we disagree with. Let's raise the bar. Let's demand better from our influencers, our media, and ourselves. Let's call out the Rogans of the world, not with hate, but with a higher standard. Let's hold them accountable, not just for what they say, but for how they shape culture. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about Meghan. It's about who we become when we forget that behind every face, every title, every tabloid story, there is a soul. And as Proverbs reminds us, the tongue has the power of life and death. Let's start using it to give life again.